Everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Now, straight up, I'm going to apologise for the amount of videos that are coming out today. I didn't post any on Friday. I probably won't be posting any tomorrow. So there's a lot of information that I want to cover because I want to keep on top of it all. So I do apologise. The number of videos. Do not feel obliged to watch them all, and just pick and choose. Pick and choose. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is something. Well, oh, what do I cover? Apparently, there's going to be an unofficial State of the Union address on Tuesday to Congress. I'm not going to have a look at that. It's just going to be the usual, sycophant love fest that's going to be very disappointing for all of us. Don't watch it, boycott it, let them go for it. It's if anything, it's going to shine a light on how ill he is, and that's what I want to have a look at in this reading. Couple of things I want to look at in this particular reading is the relationship between the tater. So if I call them Dick Tater, the tater and the Dick. F45 and Leon Muskrat. And if you're wondering who Leon Muskrat is, it is the guy who's doing the Doge thing, the Department of Greed and Evil. Apparently, you know who I'm talking about. Felon45 called him Leon several times, and so to bypass the YouTube censors, that's what I call him as well. Leon. Okay, now, in relation to Leon, when I did my reading on the Friday fiasco before the event, I did have a second person in the room. There was more than a second person, but a second person attacking Zelensky. I did speculate that might have been Leon, who didn't have a right to be there, but it turned out to be old Shady. Leon's been a bit quiet the last couple of days. What's happening is that a couple of things, nothing overly major, but the Australian Tesla owners have started a class action against Tesla for major defects in the functionality of the Model Y and the Model 3. One of the major defects is you're driving along, if you've got the cruise control on, the braking system can unexpectedly, the automatic braking system or the emergency braking system can turn itself on and brake the vehicle. So if you're driving along on the motorway or the highway at 110, 120 kilometres an hour, whatever that is in miles, and all of a sudden the brakes go on. Like, so anyhow, class action, there's that. There's also apparently the battery distance is not as advertised. I believe it's less than 75% of advertised. And secondary to that, the over-promising and undelivering about the upgrades and the auto drive and all the rest of it. I'll never trust auto drive. I actually don't use cruise control. I like to be in control of the vehicle. But a class action. Now, I suspect this might then progress to worldwide, but just be aware there's that happening behind the scenes. But I want to have a look at the relationship. So, something about the abuse of power, a message, an announcement being made about this abuse of power. I want to have a look at the, and in case you're wondering, I'm using the Trip and Wait Tarot, entertainment only. I want to have a look at the relationship between Felon45 and Rattus Pretorius. Now, remembering that Rattus, in other words, the black rat, the common black rat, was the cause of the plague throughout Europe, decimated the population of Europe. It wasn't the rat itself, it was the fleas that the rat carried So I wonder if Rattus praetorius is carrying some little fleas along that will cause, that are, anyhow. Betrayal, heartbreak, loss, treason, facing all this here. When one goes down, the other will go down. Apparently the FAA contract has been, it's all about money, 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 money. What's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. The FAA contract has been removed from the company that had won the contract and given to SpaceX. Well, gee, I wonder who benefits from that. Okay, okay. Let's have a look. I want to have a look to see how the relationship between Booger Boy's dad and the felon is going. Come on down, let's have a look. How is the relationship going? Right. Trying to balance the relationship. So I'm just going to have a sip of coffee here, which is cold. Okay. Trying to balance an uneasy alliance. She's got one foot in the water, which is the emotional, and one foot on land, which is about the earth stability. Pouring from cup to cup and back and forth again. All the colours of the rainbow. But I think this is very much about trying to balance the relationship, trying to balance the toxicity of the relationship. Okay, they are both trying to, it is again, what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. Trying to hold on, trying to take control of the money is the challenge. Foundation, a judgment card, a collective awakening. Musk is detested by a large percentage of MAGAs, and they're not happy that their king and lord is dancing to the muskrat tune. But a judgment, an inevitable, an awakening happening here. In the past, we've got Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia. All roads lead back to Russia. Crowning the reading, we've got the Page of Pentacles. I'm asking about the relationship. A message being brought forward about an opportunity, perhaps, or again, money. Looking at the money. It's all about money. Externally, the Fool. Is it a new journey he's setting out on, or is somebody about to step off the cliff? The foolishness, judgment about the foolishness. Internally, it's about benefiting I'm not even going to say 1%, I'm going to say the 0.1%, and doling out the crumbs. How's this relationship going? We've got here those that are living in this life of luxury, not listening. However, Ace of Swords, dark money behind the scenes, or planning behind the scenes to steal the money, is not going to end well. Poor choices. It's also my dementia card, leading to infighting. Secrets being revealed. An announcement being made, bringing to, this is legacy, but it's also the 10, an ending card, bringing an end. There's an announcement going to be made that's going to bring an end. Chained to the devil. A lot of information being brought forward and walking away. You've got money trails and secrets being revealed about money laundering, coming out of left field, abuse of power, whistleblower, restriction, the relationship. Okay, and then you've got some sort of announcement coming from the White House about the Emperor. The Orange Emperor. If I go back, right back, I think there's going to be, so at the moment it's all about money, 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 my money. It's just not even, it's not sharing. It's not sharing, which is going to lead to some sort of greed dementia moment where he's going to throw under the bus and reveal. And this could be Doge, Department of Greed and Evil, some sort of legal ruling perhaps. No, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting this as Felon 45 saying, I am the king. You'll do what I say. I think Felon 45 is I think the king is going to take control and throw the muss under the bus. At the moment, while the money is flowing in, right, show me, is the Rattus Pretorius. Is Felon 45 going to betray two massive egos there? Is he going to betray Rattus Pretorius? He's got Rattus Pretorius there. First of all, Trump says that he wants every day to be like a reality TV show where he wins, not Muskrat. What I get is that he had Muskrat in cabinet the other day because Felon 45 doesn't understand what Muskrat is doing, doesn't understand why he's doing it, doesn't understand the end goal of it. He does not understand any of it. So basically, Muskrat is his mouthpiece in regards to this destruction. But as I shuffle again, I've got that 4 choices card on the bottom. Okay, is Felon 45 going to betray, throw under the bus, discard, get peeved off with? I think he's going to. Muskrat. Is he going to discard the muskrat? Lunacy. It's also secrets coming to the surface, but lunacy, a lot of negative messaging. Now, nothing is ever Felon 45's fault. It's a bit like an abusive relationship where one party, the abuser, the narcissist abuser, will punch the victim. They'll blame the victim. You made me do it. If the victim stands up and says, no, you didn't, somebody else made me do it. Like they cannot ever admit that it is them themselves that caused these lunatic situations, that are causing all this negative messaging. Right. Are the ships coming in or are the ships leaving the harbour? This is my plan has come to fruition, something to do with overseas. Here is the muskrat, here is the judgment card, here is the abuse of power, betrayal, deceit, walking away card. The contracts and agreements is going to be overreach. One of my questions was Leon going to overreach? I think what's going to happen is that Leon is going to overreach. And in a dementia moment, something volatile is going to be said, something explosive that is going to lead to a falling out, a loss. Yeah, I really do. I mean, this can also be Felon 45 as he sees himself as the astute businessman, excuse my sarcastic poke there, having an awakening moment about this negative messaging that's coming in from overseas. The ships are bypassing the shore. Okay, thank you for that. The ships are bypassing the shore, this abuse of power, and the other components in this abuse are not playing. They've gone to play on the jungle gym. They've left the sand pit. And in some greedy, demented moment, he's going to let fly that will lead to loss because he sees that in this partnership there's been overreach and it's becoming too difficult and it's too hard to he can't get to his end game. Yeah, I think Felon 45 is going to I honestly think he's going to turn on the muskrat. You've got on the base the gift from the past, the plan in the planning stage. Plan that is happening about world domination is coming to an end. He's going to end up on the back foot and having to defend himself with his crazy eyes and his two different socks. Yeah, I don't think it's going to end well for these two. Right. Show me Felon 45's house. We all saw the cannula bruise. Oh, the money, it's just gonna drip through the fingers. The fool's gold is it's not gonna end well. Not gonna end well. We all saw the cannula bruise. There was another one, I believe, in November after the ticky the box thing. Says me trying to bypass the senses here. A lot of negative information coming out. My Jack Smith, Alex Whiting card. Remembering that the Romanian dude that Muskrat had backed and basically put into power in Romania and was promptly removed from power has now since been arrested. The walls are closing in. Germany, I believe, has also developed an alternative for Starlink. So what's happening is that they are the Rute, etc., are trying to placate Felon 45 by saying, oh, Zelensky needs to make up with him, while he's probably talking to Zelensky saying behind the scenes, just delay it, because Germany, I believe, has created a Starlink alternative so that I just get the feeling they're frantically producing them to get to Ukraine, so they can just Starlink. No, feel free to switch it off. And here's this international leader who I'm starting to think might be Trudeau as the diplomat on the international stage, not the Canadian Prime Minister, and not playing with the bullies. But yes, so after the thing on the 5th of January, F45 disappeared for a period of about 10 days and I suspect he had some stents installed. He had a similar bruise on his hand. He had a similar bruise on his hand, I believe, a couple of months before that while he was on the rallying trail. It's not from shaking hands. Let's have a look at his health. What do you need to tell me about his health? Really couldn't. I don't care about his health at the moment because it's literally one day we'll wake up and it'll be all over. Show me his health. Show me Felon 45's health. Show me stuff. Okay, you wanted that one. Okay. And you want that one, so I'll slot those in there. Okay. Right. Strengths. Didn't expect that one to fly out on me. Strength, courage, feminine strength. Oh, tickling the lion under the chin. Okay. So this is keeping him placated, keeping him happy. And the second card is the star, making him think he's the star. Again, reality TV show where he has to win every time, but trying to balance through concoctions to keep him stable, emotionally stable, physically stable, telling him he's the star, tickling him under the chin, keeping him happy. However, the lunacy is real. 3 major arcana straight out. The lunacy is real. This is what he's stewing in at the moment. And it's also the eclipse card. And we know et tu Brutus. The eclipse is coming up. The astrologers all tell me that the eclipse is really bad in Felon 45's personal chart for lunacy, for losing the plot, for something, a tipping point. So this is what he's stewing on in the build-up to the eclipse. Let's see where it goes. Nightmare situation for him behind the scenes. I'm asking about his health. I don't think he's sleeping. I know a few have said and picked up that he's carrying a stack load of ghosts. I read months ago, 6, 8, whatever months ago, if you put Mary in the search option, you'll find it, that he was being visited by his mother, and his mother was not happy. I mean, she was not a particularly nice person, but now that she's on the other side and gone through her life review, I get she's been visiting him, but he's not sleeping. His mental health is just a nightmare. And we saw it in that absolute atrocious thing that happened on Friday when he didn't orally snarl, but his lips snarled because Friday wasn't going to plan. Oh, major arcana, all 4 in the here and now. And none of them, well, these ones can be good, but it's very much about, taming the beast, making him feel like he's a star. But on either side of them, you've got this lunacy and you've got the Tower. The foundations are crumbling. The immediate future, you've got the Guru, another major arcana, Peaceman. This can be a medical specialist. It's this deck's Hierophant, which are higher authorities. Could be government, could be the Supreme Court. Oh, on the base we've got the dementia. Going back to the childhood. Externally for him. Three of Wands. It's about my plan coming to fruition, but the ships are sailing out of the bay. How's his health going? Very much weekend at Bernie's type vibe, where they're keeping him upright. The messaging, but ships are coming in and out. Internally, we've got, so how's his health? Okay, thank you. I'm not going to say crossing the rainbow bridge here internally. This is about an emotional completion, the completion of an emotional cycle. Could be going back to his childhood to complete some emotional work, or it could be the family is told to sort of come. Skilled work, hopes and fears. There is skilled work going on. Keeping him busy. Thank you. The hopes and fears. Putting all these executive orders in front of him and keeping him busy. Happy as a Larry. But how's his health? Pentacles can be health, can be wealth, can be opportunities. His health is literally dripping through his fingers. Justice is coming. Actions having consequences. The Empress. The Rebirth. Could also be a female. I'm just going to leave it there. Doesn't necessarily mean literal, but there is going to be some proclamation made about the King of Pentacles. How's his health? I'm going to say it is not good. It is not good. He's been kept happy. They're balancing his medication to try and keep him on top as the star, because they know the GOP and the Teals and the Koch brother and the who else is behind the scenes, the Yarvins and all the rest of it. They know that without Felon 45, they lose their star. They need to get everything in place before he falls off the twig, snuffs it, has a dirt nap, however you like to put it. So they're desperately trying to keep him in play. Okay. Really, really not good. I want to have a look at the muskrat's health. Now, I read the other day, I had the clearest image of him in a room with a four-poster bed and paneling on the walls of him curled up in some sort of psychotic state on the floor, behind the bed, between the bed and the wall. It was just... I was going to say naked, but he wasn't. He had... I say boxer shorts or something on, but he was having a really bad psychotic breakdown. Entertainment only. House. Leon's house. Show me Leon's house. Show me Leon's house. In case you're wondering again, it's the Trip and Wait Tarot. Show me Leon's house. Show me Leon's house. Show me Leon's house. Show me Leon's house. I'm actually just getting a complete blank. I'm getting a glazed blank. Doesn't mean he doesn't exist. I'm just getting a glazed. Okay, come on down. Right. First, I'll just do. First card that fell out was this one, the Six of Swords. Swords are all pointed down. Swords are about intelligence, mental health. The swords are all pointed down. He's undercover. Got the little kid with him. Has he got the kid in that room with him? They're moving out of this state. Does he honestly have the kid in with him when he's having this moment? Wow. The challenge is his legacy, his money. That's his health. Ten of Pentacles, end of a cycle, health, legacy, money, end of a cycle. That's his challenge when it all comes crashing down. How's his health? And naked and fully exposed. Ugh, in the past, it's my Mark Rutte card. Crowning this reading, the Chariot, chaos, unable to move forward, pulling in all sorts of directions. The Knight of Pentacles, information brought forward about money, not moving forward, stopped. Emotional, talking to a fish. There's my emotional breakdown card. I think something's going to happen where he's going to be stopped in his tracks and it's going to lead to a psychotic breakdown. Yeah, absolutely. Internally, chaos, hopes and fears, the guru, the higher, out in the cold, banishment, looking at options, potential health options, but also picking the berries off the marijuana tree. Oh, reaping what he sows. De-evolving back to his childhood, the abuse of his childhood, can't be ignored any longer, sword of truth. But then we've got the King of Swords, legal action, and the card for him as well. Yeah. Wow. Can be something out of left field on the world stage that is going to stop him in his tracks. I don't know where this room is. The Lincoln room that he's allegedly in at them staying in does not have a four-poster. It doesn't have paneling. The Rose/Queen room does have a four-poster, but No paneling. I don't know where this event's going to take place. It may even happen in Europe. Is this psychotic breakdown going to happen in the USA, or is it going to happen in Europe? Is this psychotic breakdown going to happen in okay, is this psychotic breakdown going to happen in the USA? No. No and no. There's going to be some sort of offer that he's not going to like. Betrayal, loss, heartbreak, treason, an announcement about a steal that's going to be his absolute undoing. But I don't think it's going to happen in, well, there's my overseas card. And it's just going to be too much. Too much as secrets are revealed, as he's held to judgment. And the star is falling and he's going to reap what he has sown. It's going to hit him out of left field. Yeah, I don't think it's in the US that this is going to happen. Also with that Six of Swords that we had straight up, that can be sort of fleeing the scene of the crime, and that can be the fleeing and leaving overseas. I think his kid's going to be in the room with him. Doesn't end well for either of them, but you and I have to get through the bit in the middle. So create your tribe, hold those close to you that are your covenant, do what you need to do. We will get there. Love to you all. Take care.